AskReddit by Vivid Thinking. What's one product from your home country that you're surprised hasn't become more popular worldwide? Finland dish drying cabinet. Came here to search for this. I'm a Finn living in the UK, and yes, while it's lovely to look into my garden while doing the dishes, it's annoying to only be able to do a small amount at a time and then leave them to dry on the narrow counter where my cat can knock over the whole dinner set. In the cabinet they would dry safely. Cause who has time to hand dry dishes in this economy? Toilets with pedals instead of levers so you don't have to touch anything with your hands. Edit. I woke up and had 54 new replies. I've always thought sinks should have pedals. That way you don't touch the faucet handle with your dirty hands. Backfeetson. Bikes with a kind of wheelbarrow front for carrying kids or groceries. I've seen a few backfeetson in the States lately, which is cool. But without dedicated bike lanes, I would guess carrying kids in them would be a terrible idea. Cargo bikes. I've seen them around, even know a fella that had one. As an American who lived in France for a year in college, I am really surprised that late night European style kebab joints aren't really a thing that has taken off yet here. I suspect Big Taco is keeping them down. Seriously though, taco joints fill that role in Texas, and I suspect in California and elsewhere in the Southwest. Chicken salt and dim sims. I'm American, but I ordered some chicken salt from Amazon in a whim, and now it's a pantry staple. I love it on popcorn. Lemon lime and bitters. Tall glass, add ice, drizzle Angostura bitters around the inside of the glass, add a shot of lime cordial, then fill with Sprite/7-Up. Fantastic non-alcoholic drink. Okay, there's a tiny bit of alcohol there. I'd kill for some Bundaberg lemon lime bitters in Canada, it's so good and not very sweet. Guarana Antártica, from Brazil. Very unique soft drink. I'm an American that is married to a Brazilian. While Guarana is good, I think the real answer is pão de queijo. Americans already love cheesy bread, so I'm super surprised it's not already popular. Tablet from Scotland. It's like fudge but more. So much more. My mother used to make fudge often throughout my life. When she died, her recipe died with her, as it was nothing like fudge I've had anywhere else. Saw a cooking show a few months ago featuring Scotland and they showed tablet. That's what my mum used to make. I didn't get a chance to make it yet though. Not my home country, but heated vending machines from Japan. For coffee only or other items? Bidet. I cannot believe they are not more popular in the US. They can be very inexpensive, and it was a quality of life type change. Got a bidet during the pandemic. I was incapacitated from some surgeries and the doctor suggested I get one to help better clean myself. I am never turning back. Not only do I have the cleanest a-hole on the entire block, but I can't remember the last time I bought toilet paper. I just use a few squares to dry off and a roll lasts forever. It did not substantially impact my city wearable either. If I have to make a poopy somewhere else, I feel grossed out now and will rinse out when I get home. Love me a bidet. Cadbury Flake and Aero chocolate bars, preferably in mint. There are some Cadbury products in the US, but they're made with inferior chocolate and the flake has never been a thing. Aero is made by Nestle, which has plenty of presence in the US, and for a few years they were distributed by Hershey, a Rusk company. Good news, all Cadbury products are in Canada, too. I assume they are in a lot of countries in the Commonwealth. I personally love Aero bars. Just got back from England. America needs salami fries. Also black currant juice. Pelag chocolate, Denmark. Thin sheets of dark or milk chocolate to eat on your breakfast bun over a thick layer of butter. I've met a few people who immigrated from Denmark who have never mentioned this. When you leave Denmark, bring this. I wish towel radiators and bidets would catch on more in America. Whittaker's chocolate from NZ. Puts Cadbury to shame. Also lollycake, therefore by extension malt biscuits. If I could have anything from NZ again it would be L&Amp. P. Was disappointed that it's not available in Canada. Tartiflette and raclette nights. I'm American and was gifted a raclette grill at my wedding. So we do raclette nights. They are awesome. Cream cheese. I visited a very nice newer all-inclusive in Central America. They had bagels but no cream cheese. I inquired if they had some and everyone in the kitchen had never heard of it. As I ate breakfast, a manager found me at my table and started asking questions about it. I told him it wasn't a big deal but he had to know so that they could have it for future guests. I wish I was there to see them taste it. Pro tip: cream cheese is just called Philadelphia in most Latin American countries. Source: lived in Latin America for 3 years. So if you order a whiskey in Scotland, if the place is anywhere decent they will give you a wee jug of water so you can add a drop or two to open it up as required. I've not had that once anywhere else, and I've leaned from experience to explicitly say no ice in the US. So, that wee water jug. I had that experience in Ireland and it was a nice touch. Sourdough rye bread. Freshly baked with butter. So good. Great taste, great nutrition and good for the digestion. Old Bay and malt vinegar on French fries, seafood, almost anything. Why only Maryland and Virginia? It's freaking delicious. When I was a kid, we spent summers in Ontario, and every table had a shaker bottle of white vinegar for your fries. Loved that as a kid. Took my wife back when we started dating, and the places known for their fries now had little spray bottles of malt vinegar. Freaking genius. Meat pies such as steak and cheese, bacon and egg, classic mince, lamb and amp, mint, potato top all in lovely pastry served in a white paper bag. Gotta love NZ. In Zimbabwe our go-to is steak and kidney. Hot damn, I'd kill for one of those right about now. A313 from France, which is essentially high-grade OTC retinol that is higher strength and requires a prescription in the US. And Bonjour in the UK, and probably rest of Europe, though I'm not certain, takes care of canker sores, mouth ulcers so fast and cannot find it anywhere in the US. And Skinaqua sunscreen, or really any sunscreen from South Korea. US laws make it really hard to get any sunscreens approved by the FDA. They're eons ahead in the East. Still amazed that my US friends don't regularly use electric tea kettles. My friend was tickled pink that I sent her one for Christmas. These have become very popular in the US in the last 5 years. Paprika flavored chips. Root beer and peanut butter. There was an episode of Great British Bake Off where Paul Hollywood said something like peanut butter and berries. What an odd combination of flavors. And that's how I learned that PB and amp, J is an American thing.